喂，您好，海淀区高考心理支持热线。
Chen Yao is one of the psychologists of Beijing's Haidian Institute of Education Sciences who answer calls from students and parents. Every year before the gaokao, both examinees and parents get easily stressed. And this year's main challenge is the Omicron variant is affecting many students.
其实到了最后的阶段，大家会在一些过分细节性的问题上纠结。
At the final stage, some parents pay too much attention to details. Some call to ask what kind of food they should prepare. Some become too sensitive about what they said to their children. My suggestion is to keep everything as usual so that the students won't have to adjust to their parents' changes.
有的家长说吃什么呢？或者说哪句话是否说对说错了呢？
The hotline service is available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, but the psychologists say these days they usually receive calls late at night. As Beijing just put the latest flare-ups under control, there are still some people under treatment or in quarantine. These include students who will take the gaokao. To make sure that every registered candidate can take the exam, Beijing has arranged exam sites in the designated hospitals and hotels.
This is the third year that the gaokao is going to be overshadowed by the pandemic. This year's candidates have witnessed their predecessors to take this significant exam amidst the COVID-19, and to many of them, the past 3 years of school life was not easy. Major delays in school terms, transitioning to online classes, frequent PCR tests, all these have been disruptions to their studies.
其实我们是从5月份就开通了这样的一个高考热线。
We set up the gaokao hotline in May because this year's candidates have spent more time studying online at home. According to our survey, many students' learning and psychological status have been affected a lot. So we think it's important to add 4 specific psychological hotlines before the exam.
Psychologists also say compared with the initial outbreak of COVID-19 2 years ago, the level of anxiety has eased.
2020年的时候呢，当时就是相当于接线更多的是。
In 2020, we received many calls from students feeling totally lost when they had to study online. But as time goes by, they're gradually getting used to it. And as China has drawn experience from the previous years on epidemic prevention, they won't be worried that they couldn't take the exam. What's important for the students is to stay calm and not overthink things.
This year's exam is going to kick off in most parts of China from June 7th as usual, except for Shanghai, which has postponed its exam by a month. Nearly 12 million candidates nationwide are expected to take the exam. Wang Yue, CGTN, Beijing.